In this video, we will show you how to get creative with colored filled letters. It is easy to make them and fun in the process. When creating designs with colorful elements, you first need to spend some time to define a color scheme. Coming up with a color scheme isn't always an easy task. Usually, it's easier to pick an image with a palette of colors close to what you want to use for your design and use this as a guide. In that case, open the image and trace it. Its colors then appear on your color manager. Likewise, you may wish to find an old design of yours with multiple colors that can be used on the new design and copy them. Sometimes I copy a design and then draw small rectangles at the bottom of my hoop with all the different colors that I would like to incorporate in my design. In this way, I have my own set of colors handy at the bottom of my screen. Let's get started with a new design. Now let me show you how to make this shape with the Apple Core. The software comes with a set of designs that are installed in your Documents folder in a subfolder called Embroidery Designs. There you can find the Apple Core design. Move it to the upper part of the hoop. You don't need these nodes, so we can remove them. And we can make it smaller since it will be used to create a fill pattern for lettering. Since I want a fill pattern, I will set a fill color and remove the outline. At this point, at the lower part of my hoop, I will create a rectangle of the area I want to cover. And then I will start the lettering tool and type the slogan I want. Adjust text options and size if necessary. Now that we know the approximate size to be covered, let's get back to the fill pattern. Select the Apple Core and start the rectangular array tool. I will set 6 horizontal copies and only 2 vertical for now, since I want to first make the color pattern and then I will multiply it. Rotate these copies and change the distance between them so that it becomes a continuous pattern, and apply the array. Now I will load an old design of mine to copy its color scheme. Since I only want to copy the colors, I will keep just the small circles, and then I will copy them into my new design. Let's start coloring the Apple Cores. Once you have used all colors you wanted, you can delete the circles. Start the array tool once again, and this time multiply the colored pattern in order to fill the desired area. Adjust the spacing so that the pattern is continuous, and then adjust the number of copies horizontally and vertically. At this point, I will select all the apple core groups and ungroup them. Let's delete the last 3 columns since they don't fit into my hoop. Now select all the apple cores and make them one group for easier handling later on. Our fill pattern is ready. Let's get to the lettering part. Select the lettering part together with the rectangle, right-click, and use the ordering option to front of the design. Now, move them on top of the fill pattern. We want the rectangle to fully cover the fill pattern. Select the text object together with the rectangle once again, right-click, and use the Combine option. In this way, we've created holes on the rectangle in the shape of the text. Now you can select the rectangle part and add a satin serial outline with 1 mm outline in order to decorate the letters later on. In case you don't like what is visible through the holes, you can move the lettering parts using the node editor to achieve better placement. Now, select the rectangle along with the fill pattern group, and from the shaping menu use Trim option. Move the rectangle out of the way and see the text created with the apple cores fill pattern. Ungroup the fill pattern group and remove any unnecessary parts. Now, if you wish to have a satin serial outline around the letters, go to the rectangle part, right-click, and use the option Convert Outline to Object. Delete the fill of the rectangle, break the outline apart, and remove the outer frame. Now, group the outline letters. Likewise, group the pattern fill letters. Finally, select both groups and using the Align tools, center them together.